Guy, you couldn't even let me finish my theme
Okay,
tune,
go
but it's
ahead and
all
ask me
good.
a question real quick.
All right, let me just take this
Okay.
off. Yeah, Rahubat, greetings. Where you calling from?
Okay.
What's
Hey,
your name?
it's Keon from the U.S.
Yeah.
I was just calling to see how do you feel about the recent executive orders by Trump, and what do you foresee what's gonna happen within the next year or two? And that's all.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we literally just dropped a video. If we haven't, it's coming, which addresses the whole thing because the master teacher, Parnabab Yanun, has been warning us and telling us about this for a very, very, very long time. And he put out the scrolls Leviathan. They're like four versions of the book. So Leviathan 1, 2, 3, 4, that covers in great detail, the day and time we're living in. And this was from, he's been telling us things from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And you've got to be able to read between the line. We put out a video when we actually predicted that he was going to come back in power because the master teacher told us way in advance. And so, for us, we know and have been expecting this. A lot of people have been caught off guard. And the books Leviathan 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is basically, it's called The Beast. And that book literally goes into what's going on right now. So the video we did, Be Prepared for the Antichrist, was explaining, that, and I remember I also at the time, I mentioned when he was doing the campaign, the one he did in Madison Square Garden. And I was explaining that, was it, funnily, go back and watch that video. I was like, he's doing his campaign, right? At the same place Hitler was doing his campaign. And at the time, I remember some people in the comments were like, oh, what are you trying to say? He has nothing to do with Hitler. And a lot of people don't actually know that he has ties to Germany. And I also explained in that, I think it's that same video where we were saying that although people think that Germany lost the war, the Third Reich, which was really another part of, Hitler's outfit, they actually won the war. And a lot of the scientists and a lot of Germans were, they basically went over to America. And if you start doing some research, you will find that, a lot of the scientists and people like that are from Germany. And the point I'm making is that if it was a coincidence about him doing his rally in Madison Square, the same place that Hitler did, why is this big buzz around Elon Musk doing the Nazi salute? And when you look at the symbol, the swastika, another video we did where I explained that it's a cross with the ends turned, in one way. So when you go back now and look at the ties and the people, as you say, that he's surrounding himself with, and people just kind of like now just bearing witness and giving allegiance, there is an article that was written by the Daily News that literally on the cover it said, Pope calls out hateful Trump, a person who thinks only about building walls and not bridges. He's not a Christian, but an antichrist. Right? That's not me saying, that's what was on the Daily News by the Pope. So the people around him, all billionaires, right? So Elon Musk being one of those, and he's got the robots, he's got a lot of the X, right? His company, the first company Elon Musk had was called XCOM. And X is like a target, right? X marks the spot. And X is like, If you put X, X, X 3 times, you get the 666, because that deals with VI, and it deals with, when I say Leviathan, if you look at the word Leviathan, you have Levi, the last part of that word Levi, VI is 6, and the word Levi means law, and Athan means 6. So when a master teacher put out these books, part 1, 2, 3, and 4, called 666, Leviathan, the beast, as the Antichrist, and on the cover you see a young Donald Trump, because these books came out a long time ago, and obviously now he's a much older Donald Trump. But he explained, because when you look at that, it has the 7 heads and the horns, and so yeah, now we're seeing it at play, where he had Amazon guy behind there, he had the Facebook guy behind there, Facebook, Facebook, FBI. that's not a coincidence to me either. So he's got a lot of billionaires surrounding him right now. He also had, so going back to the Elon Musk thing with the X, his first company was called XCOM. When he took over Tesla, he called the X car. Then his company is called SpaceX, and then now he bought Twitter. And what did he change the name of Twitter to? X, right? So if you start to now look at the book of Revelations, which a lot of people say is the book of prophecy, and the book of like things that are going on now, right? Dealing with the end times, or the end of the world. When you look at that VI, as I said, it's 6 in Roman numerals, yeah? And if you look at what Revelation is talking about, it's talking about, in fact, let me just read a bit of it. So if you look at from, say, Revelation 13, yeah, 1 to 18, it talks about a people leaving America. And because if you go to 18:2, it talks about, come out of my people, because a lot of plagues are going to befall America, and because of it, the iniquities that it has done. So if you look at Revelation 12:9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. Okay. So that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right. And when you say angels, or we got another call already. Gosh, I ain't even touched. Yeah, we're called Los Angeles angels, lost angels, and even the fires and everything that is going on right now in America, the wars and all the tension that's going on right now, it's all a build-up. And we told you that in that video, that from 2024 to 25 till the 2030, we're going to see a lot of things happening. There's so much I could say on that, but someone's holding on. So let me take that call, and then we'll carry on with this, because this is a lot.